102 minutes of Premier League action and Spurs fail to record a shot on target. Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. It is game day. Bournemouth v Spurs in the Premier League. A win for Tottenham today could put us on 51 points, which would put us in 7th position, ahead of Sheffield United on goal difference, and most importantly, ahead of Arsenal, who are currently in 8th on 50 points. Wouldn't it be great to start the North London derby this Sunday ahead of rivals Arsenal and get the win there as well? The team lineup has just been announced by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Of course, Eric Dyer isn't available for today because he is now suspended for 4 games. So this is his first game that he misses. The team lineup is as follows. Hugo Lloris in goal is our captain. Serge Aurier, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld and Ben Davies at the back. And then in centre of midfield, Harry Winks, Moussa Sissoko and Giovanni Lo Celso. Harry Kane up top, and playing off him, Steven Bergwijn and Eric Lamela. I'm now going to speak to a couple of Spurs fans and get their thoughts on Jose Mourinho's starting 11. So I've now got Spurs fan Jamie with me. Jamie, the teams have just been announced for the Bournemouth away game tonight. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Look, I mean, we needed rotation. I think that we've got, a number of games coming up thick and fast. So I think rotation was really important. I think that the one thing that we do have in our squad is a lot of attacking options. So you see that we've obviously been able to bring in Bergwijn and Lamela have come in. So they're obviously 2 great options. So that's fantastic in kind of that respect. I think the big thing in that team is the 2 Belgian centre-backs. I think that, that could potentially be the last time we ever see them together, obviously. They've served the club fantastically well. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see how they cope tonight because, Jan Vertonghen's, of course, he's not really been the same player this season. So I'm interested to see how he gets on, actually.
Jamie, what have you made of Tottenham overall since Project Restart?
Yeah, it's been really difficult. I mean, the last game against Everton was a really tough watch. I've always backed Jose Mourinho, and I've kind of always said, look, we've got to stick by him and kind of trust in him, really. I just think that at the moment it's kind of been, he needs time to kind of get his style in place, and just hopefully over time it will improve, in terms of the entertainment of the football. Once he's able to kind of bring in the players that he wants and make the squad really his own, I think that will be a big help. And hopefully next season, that's when we should start to judge him. I think right now it's just about getting the results. And, obviously that Sheffield United game aside, we've done that so far. So it's been mixed, but it has been very difficult to watch this far.
Jamie, Jose Mourinho said that he wants Europa League football. How do you as a Tottenham fan feel about that? Do you want Europa League football next season?
Yeah, we've got to have some sort of European football. I mean, look, I think we have to be realistic and kind of accept that this season's been a bit of a disaster. I do want to be playing the Europa League next year. Just obviously you want that extra money because, we really need to go and refresh the squad. And I think without Europe, that's going to be a really big financial blow. So I want some sort of European football. Now, I think there's a competition that Jose Mourinho can do well in. He's done well in the past. I think, when he was in it with Manchester United, he won it. So he's shown that he's kind of got that pedigree to go and win trophies. And it's a European trophy at the end of the day. We want that. I think that's a competition that Spurs would have a really good chance in next year. I think it's a competition we'll go strong in. I hope Mourinho, obviously we saw when Mourinho arrived that we thought that he'd go really hard in the cups. Now, obviously that Norwich game where we lost in the FA Cup, when he really rotated the team, that was a bit of a surprise. But I still think that he'll go hard in those sort of competitions. I think that he'll really want to win them. So I really do want Europa League football next year. Obviously it'd be very disappointing, and it is quite a come down after all those years of Champions League football. But look, I think it's another way to get back into the Champions League. 4th spot's going to be really difficult to get next year with Chelsea and United looking stronger. So I think that will be another route into the Champions League. And as I said, I think that we'll have a good chance in it next year.
Jamie, are you feeling confident for tonight? You know, will Tottenham get the 3 points? And Harry Kane loves to score against Bournemouth. 7 in 7 for him.
Well, look, it's Bournemouth, and you know they are in really poor form. I mean, this has to be a win. You know, they are really in such poor form at the moment. I think they've lost their last 5. They've lost all of the last 4 since the restart. Of course, they've lost the last 5. So they are in really poor form. So they're a side there that has to be for the taking. But you know, as we saw against Sheffield United, you know, they were in poor form as well, and you know, we were unable to beat them. But look, we've got a team out there tonight that's more than good enough to go and win. And you know, I think if it was to be, I think if we were to not get the result tonight, it would be on the players, because there is a strong enough team out there to go and win at Bournemouth tonight. They're second from bottom, so it has to be a win. I am confident. I'm pretty happy with the team as well. So yeah, as I said, I am pretty confident about tonight.
Jamie, what's your score prediction?
I'm gonna go for 3-0 to Spurs. I think you're right about Harry Kane. Obviously, he does love a goal against Bournemouth. I think that he is going to get back in the score sheet, so I think he'll get a brace. And I'm going to go for a Lamela goal as well. So there you go, 3-0.
Love it. Love the confidence. I'm going to go for 2-0. Jamie, thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs. So I've now got Spurs fan Sebastian with me all the way from Argentina. Sebastian, we've got Bournemouth away tonight. How are you feeling ahead of this game?
Hey, Chris, nice to meet you. I'm extremely positive. I think we're going to win, and we're going to win well. I think that it's the fact that Sonny being out is not completely bad. I think that he's not been the same since the beginning of the project restart, and maybe Lamela. I've liked Lamela so far. Have you?
You should like him. You're from Argentina.
No, yeah. Oh, well, I can tell that you guys like Lo Celso a lot more than we do.
Really?
Yes. You guys love him to death, and for me, it's like he played for the national team. And he's never kind of expressed all his power, I guess, so we and I'm very surprised every time I hear you guys talk about it. Like he's like, I heard who was the player that said that he would never trade him for the Manchester United number 10. And he said I would never trade him. I read it the other day. I don't know if
Paul Robinson, our former goalkeeper. Yeah,
I would think about it. I would think about it, but he's done good every time he played for us. He's done good. I gotta admit that. Just like Harry Winks, I always like him. I don't know. I think he's underrated. He's an underrated player. And Serge is, I don't know. You never know. If he goes forward and he's in a good day, he may put 2 or 3 perfect crosses, and that's it. We're done. That's all we need. Harry put him in, but sometimes the crosses are just not correct, and the trade running back is not the same. So, but yeah, for today, I think we're good. We're good.
Sebastian, you're expecting a big win today, then, yeah?
I think so. I know that they have the capability of scoring. They do. And they had a weird match again. Manchester, I think Manchester scored the most beautiful goals in all in one match. I was like, wow. This young kid, the 18-year-old, what was with him? It's just, he scored the most beautiful goals, and so I was like, okay, that was not totally lucky for them. I think that they can score. I hope that they don't score before us, because that's when this thing starts getting. I start getting wary when other teams score before we do. But if we can manage to score before the first 20 minutes, we'll be fine.
Sebastian, what score prediction are you going with?
I'm going to 3-0.
3-0.
3-0. Yeah.
Love it. I'm going to go for 2-0. Let's hope we're right, and let's hope we just keep that clean sheet and get the 3 points, because we've got the North London derby on Sunday, and wouldn't it be nice to go into that with a nice few goals and a nice win?
I think we'll win that game no matter how we do today. That's a given. Forget about it.
Sebastian, nice talking to you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
I've now got Spurs fan Melvin with me all the way from Malta. Melvin, how are you doing? And are you confident for tonight against Bournemouth?
You have to be. We've seen some positive signs with the clean sheet, and obviously disappointed with the Eric Dyer decision from the FA. But I guess we sort of expected that. I think Vertonghen will slot straight in. I just want, a clean sheet, solid performance. The thing is, the victories and the positive results have all been at home, and this is an away game now. And we all know how our previous away game went against Sheffield. So I hope we win. I think we should have more quality than Bournemouth. I think Lucas Moura not starting is a positive sign that Jose saw that he has not been contributing much. So Bergwijn, I think, is much more sharper, and I can see him scoring.
Melvin, how confident are you that Tottenham are going to get European football for next season?
By you mean Europa League, not Champions League?
Champions League or Europa League? What do you think? Do you think that are you confident that we're going to be in at least the Europa League next year?
I think we'll be in the Europa League. I don't see us falling off that much. The remaining fixtures, obviously now, the biggest thing to play for is now finishing above Arsenal. I wouldn't want them finishing on top of us. I wouldn't want them achieving anything positive this season. I think finishing above them again with such a poor season we've had, I think it will be the final nail in their coffin. So we have to win today, and we have to win on Sunday.
Melvin, what score prediction are you going for tonight?
I'll go 2-0.
2-0?
I think we'll keep the clean sheet. I think starting Winks and Sissoko again was the correct decision. The lineup against Sheffield was completely wrong. I think the midfield with them three is pretty good. It's good enough.
Let's hope you're right, Melvin. Thank you very much. Come on, you Spurs.
Cheers.
I've now got Spurs fan Mark with me. Mark, Bournemouth tonight. Are you confident that Tottenham will get the result?
Yeah. I'm confident to get a win, because if we can't beat Bournemouth, then we practically shouldn't be playing football. I'm a bit disappointed with the side. I don't get the Lamela puts on to the bench. I'm not sure about Winks in midfield with Sissoko still. He just seems a weak link to me. Understand that the Dutch boy is coming back in, which is good news. I'm glad to see Vertonghen back in. He always gives us that bit of strength for the back, and he also allows in Davies to bomb on forward a little bit. I'm hoping we're going to use both of them boys, Aurier and Davies, to sort of stretch the play somewhat and try and get them balls and bomb down and get the balls into the box. Still concerned about Harry, I'm just not convinced he's completely fit. He doesn't look fit to me, and he looks a little bit out of sorts. I'm not sure whether they've rushed him back or not, but right now we don't have a lot of options. It's Harry, or you play more up front and you stick Harry on the bench. Most Spurs fans prefer to see Harry playing. Like me, I like to see him playing and score lots of goals. He generally, I don't know, he does not look the player he was prior to the horrible injury.
The thing is, Mark, I think if Harry Kane's going to score a couple of goals, it will be tonight. He's got a fantastic goal-scoring record against Bournemouth, 7 in 7. So you would think that he would get a number of opportunities tonight.
I hope so. I really do hope so. He's always good to the ball. As you say, he's got a great record against him. So I'd expect him. I'll stick my neck out and say Harry Kane hat-trick, 4-0 Tottenham tonight.
What score prediction are you going with?
Do you know what? I think 4-0 tonight. Spurs are looking to batter someone at some point. So let's hope it's going to be tonight. I'm hoping it's going to be tonight. You know, we're 10th in the table. Win tonight sticks us back up next sixth place. I think we will go above Sheffield United by goal difference.
Seventh. Tottenham will go seventh.
Seventh space, yeah. So all interesting stuff. You know, I'm just hoping we get through this season now and we go and get some fresh blood in, have a bit of a clear out, and we move on and hoping Mourinho's gonna show his worth, because right now he's not the manager I thought he was going to be. I think he's struggling.
Well, Mark, that's a whole new debate. We'll have you back on the channel, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, to discuss more of that. Thanks for coming on today, and come on, you Spurs. In the 5th minute, Harry Kane is pushed to the floor by Josh King after Tottenham put in a corner. And this is where VAR is so inconsistent. It is unbelievable. That is a penalty all day long. So every single Spurs fan that I just spoke to is very confident that Tottenham will win. They all said that we're going to keep a clean sheet, including me. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win, so come on you Spurs. 21 minutes gone, and Bournemouth have just had the closest chance. Harry Kane is back in our box defending. And I must say, I think that Harry Kane in the last couple of games has done more defensively than actually up front, which, I want to see him in goal-scoring opportunities, and we've not created anything yet after 21 minutes. Sky Sports just come up with a very interesting stat. 5% of the play has been in the Bournemouth third in their box in the last 10 minutes. 5%! I've got to admit, it does worry me. The drinks break is coming up midway through the first half, and Tottenham haven't tested the goalkeeper. We've had no shots at all. The attacking play has been very, very minimal. But we have got so many great attacking players in this team and on the bench. And this isn't the first game where we've been very, very slow to get going. And, Tottenham need to start games. North London Derby is on Sunday. And if we start like this, we might be in trouble. Jose Mourinho don't look happy talking to the players at the drinks break. He's given lots of instructions. Funny enough, during this drinks break, they're looking at the VAR decision that was made after 4 or 5 minutes. Harry Kane was pushed by Josh King. VAR looked at it, didn't give the penalty. After 27 minutes, Serge Aurier puts a lovely cross in. Nathan Ake deals with it very well in the Bournemouth defence, but Eric Lamela was just about to head goalwards. This is exactly what we want to see from Tottenham, but, it's just taken us so long to get into this game. I'll tell you what, this is so frustrating because Bournemouth have got the ball in defence and there is no pressing from any Tottenham players. Like, we're just standing there, we're not bothered about pressing, we're not bothered about closing down and winning the ball. You look at yesterday's game, Liverpool v Brighton, they were 2-0 up within 7-8 minutes because of pressing. There is no press here whatsoever. That is something that we were, one of the best in the Premier League under Mauricio Pochettino. And I want to see this from this Tottenham Hotspur side again. Alan Smith, the co-commentator on Sky Sports, has got it perfectly right. Just says no rhythm and misplaced passes. Couldn't put it better myself. We are now 34 minutes in and Tottenham have not tested the goalkeeper. No shot on target so far. 37 minutes gone. Nice play from Tottenham. Nice passing. Ball come out to Serge Aurier, who crossed and it was blocked. We just need a better delivery from Serge Aurier. It took to the 43rd minute for Tottenham to have their first shot, and still that wasn't on target. Eric Lamela picked the ball up, shot with his left foot, and straight over the bar. The first save of the game, Hugo Lloris had to make it. Bournemouth shot bottom left-hand corner, and Hugo Lloris, with his right hand, puts it out for a corner. The half-time whistle has just gone. Bournemouth 0, Tottenham 0. A very disappointing half for Spurs. Haven't even tested the goalkeeper. No shot on target. And remember, Bournemouth are 18th in the Premier League, have dreadful form. And Tottenham just haven't been at the races again. Whole 45 minutes. Very, very poor performance from Tottenham. I'm now going to speak to Spurs fan Dave to see what he made of the first half. So the half-time whistle has just gone. I've got Spurs fan Dave with me. Dave, how... actually, hold on. So the half-time whistle has just gone. I've got Spurs fan Dave with me. Dave, what did you make of the first half?
Not a lot. It was so boring. I'm sorry to say, but Tottenham are going backwards, and they are on the beach. There's no urgency. Very pedestrian. They're giving free kicks away all over the place, and I mean, Bournemouth have got no teeth, and I don't think we have. Harry's had more. Once again, he's had more headers in his own penalty area than he's had in Bournemouth. I just don't know what's wrong with them at the moment. It's walking pace. It's so frustrating, and we're so much better than this. I just don't know. There's something fundamentally wrong down there. I really do. It's just no passion. There's no one's rolling their sleeves up. No one seems to be that interested, really. I just don't know. I don't know where a goal is going to come from. I mean, yes, Harry could have had a penalty. I mean, he was pushed over. I've seen them given. Why wasn't it given? You know, we've got the same man in the gantry as we had at Bramall Lane. And
the VAR is so inconsistent. But what worries me, Dave, is 45 minutes of football against Bournemouth, who are 18th in the Premier League. Tottenham have not tested the goalkeeper and have had no shots on target.
No, that's right. It's just not good enough. And thank God we didn't go down there. I mean, it's because really, I mean, it's got 0-0 written all over it. I mean, I said to you jokingly before earlier today, I said to you, I don't know how to call it. I said it's probably be a 0-0. It's just Everton repeated.
I laughed.
But it has got a 0-0 written all over it.
What's the game plan, though, Dave? What is Jose Mourinho saying to the players? Going into this game, because having no shots on target against a very, very struggling team in the Premier League.
He's just sitting there. He looks about as interested as though he was on a deck chair on the beach, waiting for his tea to be delivered. I just don't know. Where is the passion? I mean, why isn't he running up and down the touchline and getting them fired up? That's what I want to know. Because really, we're just sleepwalking into 10th place, really. Because,
what are you expecting from the second half, Dave?
Well, I mean, hopefully he's gonna. We want to see some fights. We wanted to see. We had the fight with Sani and Lloris. We didn't get that at the end of this half. We want somebody in the.
He weren't playing.
I know Sani wasn't playing. But, I mean. Perhaps he will come on. I mean, he got sent off here last year, so together with Fulf. So I don't know. Where is the goal? Where are the goals coming from? Harry must be really disappointed with it all because where's the service? There's no service.
Do you know what, Dave? It's funny because during that first half, my phone has gone off virtually every few minutes by people, lots of Tottenham fans saying, what on earth are we watching here? This is boring football. The comments have just flooded in. And they've not only flooded in from Tottenham fans, they've flooded in from, friends and associates that support other clubs as well, saying, what on earth has happened to Tottenham? What do you answer that with?
Well, Mourinho. Because really, he's playing defensive football. We're not getting up for defensive football. And also...
He's in the Premier League. Why are we defensive?
I don't know. Because all he seems to be worried about is not conceding a goal. Every game we've seen, as you know, since he arrived, apart from the first couple of games, it's always been, let's shut up shop. We get one goal in front. And we've got to hold on to it. We've never been a team to hold on to 1-0 ever because we're just good enough.
Dave, if you go back a couple of days, that game against Everton, of course, we got the 3 points in the end. It was a very ugly game. This is an ugly first half, if you like.
Yeah.
are we as Tottenham fans expecting this virtually every week, these types of performances?
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope we get this out of the system, because really, if this is what we got to look forward to, God help us. That's what I'm saying. It really is not, it's just like watching, watching treacle go down a wall. I mean, it's just...
Well, what worries me is Harry Kane is not getting involved a lot up front. And like you said at the start of the video, that he's getting more involved defensively rather than actually attacking.
Yeah.
No shots on target in the first half against a team in the relegation zone who are in very, very poor form. It's just not nice to watch.
No, it's not nice to watch, and it's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. And I don't know why, he just looks so disinterested. He's just not interested. For the wages he's getting, he should be. He should be more attuned and more interested in what's going on.
Dave, are you confident we're going to get this result today?
Like I said, I don't know where this goal. We might get an own goal.
Or are you sticking to your 0-0 draw?
I'm sticking for a 0-0, although we might get an own goal. That's impossible, but...
Dave, I hope you're wrong, and I hope Tottenham do get a few goals in the second half. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
So Jose Mourinho has made a double sub at half-time. Lo Celso and Steven Bergwijn both off, and Heung-min Son and Tanguy Ndombele on. Ndombele's been on the pitch for 4 minutes. He is looking very lively already. We are now in the 49th minute, and Harry Kane is over a free kick right outside the Bournemouth box. So we might just have Tottenham's first shot on target in the game in the 50th minute. Here we go. Harry Kane is stepping up. Come on. Test the goalkeeper at least. Hits the wall. The game resumes in the 63rd minute. Adam Smith is stretchered off for Bournemouth, so wishing him a speedy recovery. 69 minutes gone, a good attack by Tottenham. Sergio Aurier down the right again. And to be honest, that's where a lot of our chances are coming from, Sergio Aurier. Puts in a wonderful ball, but no one there. Harry Kane was a couple of yards short and just couldn't get there to tap it in. We're now in the 75th minute. Lucas Moura is coming on. Tottenham need just a moment of magic in this game because it has been such a poor match so far. Hardly any attacking play. You look at Tottenham's attacking players and you think that there are goals galore in this team, but clearly not at the moment. 77 minutes gone, another crossing from Sergio Aurier, and Eric Lamela does head it, but heads it wide. They've just said on Sky Sports that Harry Kane has touched the ball in the Bournemouth box for the first time after 77 minutes in this game. The match stats in this game, 80 minutes gone now. Bournemouth have had one shot on target to Tottenham's 0. 85 minutes gone. Bournemouth have got the ball in the back of the net, but luckily they have ruled it off for offside. Last minute of the game, Callum Wilson has put the ball in the net. 1-0 Bournemouth. It is just unbelievable. Tottenham have been dreadful yet again in this game. Shocking. Not one shot on target. It is ridiculous. Wow, VAR strikes again, and the goal has been disallowed for handball. 0-0. We've now got 12 added minutes, so we are going to be playing 102 minutes of football. Do you think that Tottenham will actually record a shot on target in this game? Before Project Restart, we had Harry Kane out, Heung-min Son, Moussa Sissoko and Steven Bergwijn all out. Jose Mourinho was saying that he don't have any attacking options for those games, in particular like the Norwich City FA Cup game and the Leipzig away game. No attacking options. Well, we have got loads of attacking options, but yet we have failed to record a shot on target throughout this game. We have created very, very little. It is another very, very poor performance. This is just not good at the moment. It really isn't. Bournemouth are 18th in the Premier League. Some of these 50-50 balls, Bournemouth are there first all of the time. And Tottenham just don't look like we want it. We just don't look like we want it at all. We're meant to be going for a European place. You know, we could go 7th tonight if we win. It's frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. 95 minutes gone and Harry Wilson was clean through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Luckily, Hugo Lloris made a great save. But where was the Tottenham defence yet again? So the game's ended 0-0. I must say that I'm thoroughly, thoroughly disappointed. The style of football, I'm just not liking this at all. Yeah, we're keeping clean sheets, but we just look so poor going forward. We look so poor in midfield. At times, we're so poor defensively. There's just nothing. The game the other night against Everton, very poor quality. Today, very poor quality. Everton the other night, you know, their team were very poor as well. Bournemouth today, they were very poor. You know, we're going to be up against the North London rivals on Sunday, Arsenal. And I'll tell you what, I am worried ahead of this game on Sunday because Bournemouth have lost 17 of their previous 22 competitive games. 17 out of 22. We have not even recorded a shot on target today in 102 minutes of football. Very, very poor, very frustrating, and Tottenham are now 9th in the Premier League. We could have gone up to 7th. The push for the European place in the Europa League, for me, is in doubt, because if we're going to play like this against Everton the other night and against Bournemouth today, it's just poor, poor football. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and let me know what you made of it.